Vox made another video. Vox made another video on Tucker Carlson. So this one came out a few hours ago. And this time, you know who's narrating it?
Is it the gay guy?
It's the gay guy.
Is he like, can I be honest? I know they all slash jobs.
Yeah.
Is he now just the only guy at Vox?
He's the last guy.
Tucker Carlson likes to brand himself as a real man of the people.
Politicians, big business, the media, they are all on the same side.
Taking on the liberal elite.
Now Democrats have become the party of the elite professional class.
And standing up for everyday Americans.
It's not a left-right thing. It's a ruling class versus everybody else thing.
He wrote a whole book about how America's
dude, by the way, dude, you're fucking mixing. You're editing.
It's terrible.
It's so jumbled. I can't tell who's Tucker, who's him. It's the sound sounds all the same, like it was all run through one channel. Am I the only one?
Again, it's the cuts. I'm telling you, these media companies have made a lot of cuts, and it's got a lot of lower level people that do the editing and stuff are probably the ones getting the chopping block. That's what it is. It's all related.
Yeah, because don't think that they hired people to do jobs. What they did was they fired a bunch of people, and then there's a bunch of. We've seen that happen at Sirius and other places where they just go, "Hey Royce, look, I know you're making $30,000 a year, and you live in the center of the universe, Manhattan, and rent here is like $7,000 a month. We're not giving you a raise, but we just fired a bunch of people, and you're going to do these two guys' jobs now." And you're like, "What?" But it's like the Office Space thing. The Office Space, like Mike Judge did such a good job of. I know everybody remembers the goofy catchphrases and the gags, but people always forget about the deep social satire that Mike Judge writes,
right?
And the way he showed how this company is both justifying layoffs and downsizing, but the bigger bosses are bragging about their stock going up, and then they literally tell Peter, like, "So we had to let some people go, so you're going to be working Saturday," and it's just like that's what they do. It's just they can do it and fuck you. So that's what's happening at Vox. It's just some kid that's like, I don't know, click and drag, and it's like all our YouTube buddies are outclassing these guys.
Oh yeah,
by a long shot.
Absolutely,
it's really funny.
Memology is a good example. Yeah.
The ruling class is bringing the country to the brink of revolution.
Division helps them maintain their power, even as it destroys our country.
Whoa! Wow, he flubbed something.
Dude, we got a clip of him messing up. By the way, he didn't even mess up.
No,
he stuttered for a sec. That's not even a mess up.
No. Wow, what, dude? He said something. Hey, guess what? Let me tell you something about Tucker. He does a live show every night. A live show every night. Every night he does a live show with some pre-recorded segments. You do these pre-edited things. How many takes did you have to do, fucking Cuban family disappointment that you are? How many did you have to do?
The Atlantic even called him the bow-tied bard of populism.
The actual problem is the corrupt and decadent.
In 2017, they called him the bow-tied barb of populism. He hasn't worn a bow tie since like 2012. That was a gimmick he had when he was on CNN.
Leadership of our own elites. The elites, liberal elites. It is sickening, and we've had enough of it.
There's just one.
So he's calling out the elites is what he's doing. Now, this guy who's going to tell you why he's wrong.
One problem with Tucker's man
by the way,
people.
dude, are those moles or are those face sarcomas?
He really does look like Tom Hanks at the end of Philadelphia. He should be slow dancing with Antonio Banderas.
Shtick.
You're about the most unordinary person I know.
So he's playing the Bubba thing.
Obviously, it's the Bubba.
You're an elitist. You're an asshole.
No. But see, I'm an out of the closet elitist. I don't run around pretending to be a man of the people. I'm absolutely not a man of the people at all.
But he's. Let me tell you, I listen to Tucker a lot because I like him. He says that all the time. Even in his book, the same book you're talking about, he says, "I'm part of the elite. I have a lot of money. I went to a good college. My family had money." He says it openly. He's never lied about it. I think the difference is that he's out front with it, and he's going, "Look, man, I have money. I get it." But they're pretending like they're the man of the people. He's never. This hit piece is completely wrong. He's never lied about it.
It doesn't matter because people just watch Vox and go, "Oh my God, he's so bad. He's the leader of the alt-right."
Says Joe Everyman Vox, who lives in fucking Manhattan. I don't want to hear it from you, faggot. And I mean that in the annoying way, not the gay way, so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah. Tucker's full name is Tucker Swanson McNear Carlson.
Whoa,
awesome
he has
name.
2 middle names. Fuck this guy.
Honestly,
yeah.
Tucker sounds more and more like a Chad the more you guys try to call him that.
You're making
Tucker
me love him more.
Swanson McNear Carlson.
Yeah.
Drinking champagne. You're right. You're making me Love this guy. You know what? You want to keep digging? You want to keep knocking him down? Show a picture of his beautiful family.
Yeah, it's
Make
great.
me hate him even more.
His stepmom is the heiress to the Swanson frozen food empire. He went to an elite boarding school in Rhode Island, got famous for wearing bow ties on national television, and has spent his professional career bouncing between cushy cable news jobs. By all measures, Tucker Carlson is a member of the American elite.
But he, again, as you played audio, has never hit it. He's
Well, I think
never
trying
hit
to,
it.
I think he's trying to imply that now he hides it with his Fox News show, but he doesn't.
But he
hide it on
doesn't.
there
He
either.
says it on his show. You watch 2 minutes of it. By the way, the fucking earring up here, everything about you
He's awful.
is fucking
He's
hateable.
awful. He's awful from his core outward.
You know why you're upset? You're upset because Tucker has a beautiful family and children who love him, and you have nothing. You have nothing. Let me guess. You say you're the dad of some sort of pug, because that's your life. That's what you are. You're in Manhattan sucking, if I had to guess, a bunch of random dudes' dicks in Central Park, while Tucker's going home to his house in Connecticut with his beautiful wife.
Yes, you are a genetic dead end. You'll never have children to care
Yep.
for you. Nobody will ever care for you. You might have some kind of a boyfriend or a lover at the time when you probably start dying slowly of either AIDS or cancer. Your life will end with a GoFundMe. So, of course you hate Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson, you guys could do everything you can. Go full Book of Job on this nigga. He will not die with a GoFundMe at the end. You're headed for GoFundMeville. So yeah, that's what makes him.
Tucker
dead
will have a
inside.
legacy. You will have nothing.
He has like what 5, 6 kids. Some of them will have kids. Somebody is going to wheel Tucker out to the garden once a day so he can stare at the fucking bees.
Yep.
Because he'll have a family. You are a dead end. Literally dead end. That's it. You're gonna die. Your bloodline's gonna die. Like I said, your boyfriend is not gonna stay with you in your fucking terminal because that's not a marriage. That's not a family. You're gonna die alone. You work for Vox, so let's just go out on a limb and assume you're gonna die broke.
Yep.
And you're probably gonna die young. That's just a statistic.
That's all.
Sorry. Tucker's gonna be fucking 98 years old. They're gonna be wheeling his old wrinkly ass in with the bow tie, old school style, at the fucking to give him the Kennedy honors at the fucking Kennedy Center, and you're gonna be dead from butt cancer.
How do you pay your bills?
Well, I'm like extraordinarily loaded just from like money I, inherited.
You're a trust fund baby, are you not?
No, completely. I've never needed to work. I mean, it's all just the whole cable news thing. It was like a phase I was going through.
So he's honest. See, that's the thing. I like him more. You're making me like him more. Because unlike you people, and unlike the fucking other people, he is telling you, yeah, I inherited the money. I'm part of the elite. He even said in his book is really good if you haven't read A Chip of Fools. He even says, I've been to these parties. I can tell you what these people do and what they talk about.
The only people he's betraying are the elites.
Yeah, that's who he's betraying. Exactly. Thank you. That's the best way to put it. He's
like
betraying those people.
Going to these places and then being like, oh, these people are absolute degenerates.
Yeah.
So what is going on here? Why would a guy who bragged about being an out-of-the-closet elitist host a show where he rails against the ruling class?
Because he's lived it and he's seen it. You fucking asshole. Like, these little gay hit pieces, man.
They got him.
You've done nothing. There's no new information.
They got him. They nailed him with this. He's not going to recover.
There's actually a pretty simple explanation for Tucker's new shtick, and it's called false consciousness.
A new word we've made up. Here's a new word we're going to push.
Fake word.
Fake word.
Spinning. Spinny, spin, spin.
44%.
But see, I'm an out-of-the-closet elitist. I don't run around pretending to be a man of the people.
The elites, to whom the rest of us mere plebes look on in awe.
I'm absolutely not a man of the people at all.
False consciousness is one of those phrases that grad students use to sound smart at parties. But essentially,
His
it's a term.
tattoo is so. I know we always find
It's
new
enraging,
things.
yeah.
I know we always find new things to hate about him. That's stupid. What is that?
I don't know. He looks like something Chakotay would have in Voyager. Fucking asshole.
We got to speak to the animals again. So the writers have nothing.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
we're in space. Why are we letting this Indian guy talk to animals still?
So you assholes are just spinning your wheels till they run out of money, and then you're going to go back to the gamma, that Delta Quadrant or whatever, right? That's how what you were doing? Okay.
Term in Marxist theory that describes when working class people are tricked into accepting their exploitation. So let's say you and your coworkers are feeling frustrated and
Those are people that work at Fox.
Exactly. Who the fuck are you talking about?
Those are people that work at Fox.
start thinking of forming a union. To stop you, your boss
How
might
did
say,
you accept when all your friends were getting laid off and taking boxes of their shit out
Yeah,
of the
hey,
office?
why did you
How
stay?
did you justify staying there?
You stayed there.
As you guys are being exploited by your betters.
You don't need a union. The real problem is all these women taking maternity leave.
Yes, that's actually a real problem.
That is
If they weren't taking so much time off, we'd all be able to go home right now.
That's true.
or they might say,
It's these damn privileged millennials. They're so obsessed with work-life balance that we all have to pick up the slack. Get mad at them.
the boss
Yeah, okay, cool. Putting a scary voice over it doesn't make it any less. I'd rather hear that scary voice than your real voice, if we're being honest.
convinces the workers to accept their exploitation by pointing their anger in the wrong direction. Or as Tucker Carlson would say,
One thing you learn when you grow up in a castle and look out across the moat every day at the hungry peasants out in the village
Yeah.
is you don't want to stoke envy among the proletariat.
He was on Bubba the Love Sponge and he was making a joke. He didn't actually live in a castle with a moat. You get humor, right?
thanks, Tucker. So, how do you keep the hungry peasants in the village from storming the castle? Enter
Oh, I know. This is how you keep the hungry peasants. You push transgenderism in children. You tell them that they rely on the government. You tell them not to reproduce. And then you bring people in from other villages who come and do the work cheaper. Is that what you're talking about?
Tucker Carlson Tonight.
The show that is the sworn enemy of lying, pomposity, smugness, and groupthink.
Since it launched in 2016, Tucker's show has been a festival of false consciousness, bombarding viewers with an endless supply of culture war bullshit.
The transracial.
You're the one that started the culture war.
It's frustrating.
Frustrating person!
Yeah, there you go.
You frustrating person!
Will be the new transgender. What's upsetting about lady-specific Doritos? If yoga is racist, is hot yoga more racist?
To be fair, this isn't unique to Tucker. Fox News' MO is using culture war stories to distract.
Yeah, but your Vox is HOMO. So, everybody has their thing. They cart you out. Because let me tell you, you know who's not gay? You know who's not a little gay millennial? The Jew who owns Vox doesn't give a fuck about you either, homeboy. You're a little pawn, and you sat there, like Mike said, and you watch your coworkers pack their boxes and leave while you stayed there and go, well, I gotta keep telling the news.
You know what I did, Carlos? When I got a bunch of my people were gonna get fired, I told my owner to go fuck himself, and I got fired, and that hurt me. But I didn't watch a bunch of my underlings or a bunch of my colleagues take their boxes out of the office and look at me all sad. I ate the bullet too, because I'm a man of honor. I didn't quit. Did not quit, because I'm not that honorable. But I did fight, and then I got fired. The point is, I can sleep at night, Carlos. Can you?
In your studio apartment in Manhattan?
Right-wing economics. But what makes Tucker unique is how often he uses the language of anti-elitism while ignoring real exploitation. Take the 2017 Republican tax cuts, for example.
It's the largest tax cut in the history of our country, and reform.
Republicans spent months promising their tax cuts would help the middle class, including during several segments on Tucker's show.
This is really about a middle-income tax cut.
Okay. That, of course, turned out to be a scam.
Well, to be fair, that's because there's no middle class left after your guy.
Wait. Excuse me. No, that's not, so. Let's hear their explanation. Hold on.
Majority of those tax cuts went to corporate shareholders and CEOs.
It's a giveaway to the very rich, permanent tax cuts for corporations, and almost nothing for the average person.
So what was?
It also helps small businesses.
Yes.
It also helps to for more small businesses to be created, more opportunities for people to go off on their own, and stop lying, because I personally know people who these tax benefits have actually helped. And by the way, you're also not counting the fact, and I personally know people, and he personally knows people who got so many benefits from this new tax cut that their company gave them more money, and then they got pushed into another tax bracket.
Yep.
So you're not counting that kind of shit too. Which, yeah, that sucks. Kind of sucks on a certain level, but you're also trudging now into, all right, now we're in that tax bracket. Let's try to get to the upper part of this tax bracket now. Upward mobility sometimes comes at a price, you fucking frustrating person.
You very frustrating person.
And you're not, you are being disingenuous and you're being dishonest about that. He's lying. You're lying.
Absolutely. And what about all the companies that gave their employees bonuses? What about all the new people that they hired? This is again, you're the one doing selective work. You're the one picking and choosing just because you live in a shithole city.
Was Tucker Carlson, populist hero, talking about the week that happened?
Racist trees. In Palm Springs, California, city officials are planning to clear cut a grove of tamarisk trees because they're racist.
Ah, yes. Racist trees.
I'm willing to believe you that there was racist intent in planting these trees. Why are we punishing the trees for that?
Tucker spent twice as long talking about this random tree story as he did about the tax cuts.
Because everybody was talking about the tax cuts. You are the idiots that push these gay stories. You're the ones that push these stories out there. And then when somebody in the media, be it Tucker, be whoever, comes back and you go, so you guys are being fucking stupid. Then you go, don't talk about us. Stop. Why are you making fun of our stupid story?
Yeah, shit happens to us all the time. Me and Royce get hit 50 times with the same mainstream article, and we're like, yeah, we're not covering that.
Yeah, everybody else has covered it. What
Like,
did you want them to do?
What do you want to hear? We're pro tax cut. Want to hear us fucking talk about that for 10 more minutes?
$5 from OJ's White Broncos. Because of Vitality and Kafifi coffee wasn't enough. Your favorite author, Brendan Dilley, is now pushing AI chat bot software for his sponsor. Trudeau is a fag, $5. Vox homo. That's guaranteed donations. Thanks, guys. Fat Keck Boy, congratulations on Revenge of the Sis for getting 10,000 subs. Oh, we hit it. Pat yourselves on the back. Next up, let's go get Count Cuckula 125 he needs. Absolutely. We got to get Count Cuckula up to 1,000. He deserves it. I'm not going to play this whole Vox thing because we do have to go to break and we have other stuff. And you get the point. This guy is a fucking very, very frustrating person. One of the biggest frustrating people I've ever seen.